Hey, hi everyone, Nigel here. Heather's still getting ready, so she'll be along in a couple of minutes. She had to do a lot of prep work for this, so she's a little bit behind, but she will be joining us shortly. We got a few nice people in here already. We've got Liz. Hi, Liz. We've got Kathleen. Hello, Kathleen. Who else we got here? We've got Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. We have also got Kimberlyn saying hi, Heather and Nigel. Hi, Kimberlyn. Jamie Ward. Hi, Jamie. Who else we got? Anyone else? Oh, we got Mary H is here. Hi, Mary. Welcome aboard. Who else we got? Gina. Hi, Gina. You must be relatively new addition. And Barbara. Hello, Barbara. And Kim Kim. Hello, Kim Kim. I think that's caught up on. Oh, and just joining us, Fay Ray. Hello, Fay Ray. It's 5 o'clock here in daylight now. Yeah, I know, it's great, ain't it? Hi, Vicky. Vicky's just joined us. And Bree. Hello, Bree. Cherie. And Sarah. Hello, Sarah. And Lori. Hello, Lori. Excellent. We're getting all sorts of people joining in on the fun and greetings. Excellent. I'm drinking. I will let you know what this is very shortly. Woohoo from the bathroom where Heather is putting her face on. Excellent.
I'm gonna try to be sociable while I do this at the same time, because people frequently ask me to show my brow routines. I figure I might as well do them here on camera.
Okay, Heather's going to show her hair on camera. Show her doing her stuff on camera.
Yes, be there in just a moment. But hi, everybody.
And hello, Tina in SoCal. All righty, so that's it. Right, now, just so you know, heads up, our live stream's a little bit tipsy sometimes and slightly rowdy, and we hope they're a lot of fun. They are so far. Let's see if this one keeps up the tradition.
Jinx us.
There might be some adult type language, some NSFW type stuff. So if you're watching this at work, put your earbuds in.
Okay.
So you've been warned.
Should we use my mic or yours?
I'm using mine at the moment because
we'll keep yours on because I got music on. Right now it is Hopeton Lewis. Express yourself.
Express yourself.
Yes.
Excellent.
I can't have it up too loud because I don't want
copyright.
Yeah,
games.
None of that stuff.
Don't want any more of that bullshit.
But just so you know, I've got some music on. I made a whole playlist the other day. And hi everybody. I'm so happy. You were so cute, Nigel, when you were doing the hellos to everybody. It was so heartwarming.
Thank you, much.
Because he's so genuinely excited to talk to everybody. So
well,
hi.
This is basically our social life.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great to interact with other humans.
Yeah, it's this and work. And this doesn't feel like work because there's alcohol, there's friends, we're playing around with hair. I mean, I play around with hair for work, but that's different, you know? Like that's usually like shipping stuff. Yeah. This is a little bit cooler than that.
Yeah. What?
And I don't have my full face on. I figured I'd put that on in here. But I do have a base layer on in case you're curious, and a little bit of the shimmery pink shade from the Charlotte Tilbury Uptown Girl. It's very, very soft, which is kind of what I wanted to go for. The wig that I'm trying to pair it all with, including this little tie-dye thermal, is this is Ambrose 18-inch in the color chocolate covered strawberry.
And when you actually put that on, I'll put the ticker up.
All right, sounds good. Well, you can go ahead, honey. I'm just gonna fiddle around with my makeup some more.
Okay, all right. Well, that's both of us. That's me, Nigel, and Heather. Excellent. Shameless self-promotion achieved. We got a few more comments rolled in. Who else we got? Stacy says, hi, everyone. Hi, Stacy. Aurelia says, yay, brows. Kelly Stoffer says, good evening. Hello, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
And your background set has changed. Yeah, a little bit. Hope you like the sunflowers, the nice bright blue and yellow there. I have my drink stuff ready. Excellent. Shelly F. Hi, Shelly. Faye Ray says, oh, yes, I need brow help. Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Liz says, Tina, I'm in SoCal too. Jamie says it's a nice SoCal Saturday night. Yeah, it's been getting quite warm here.
Well, we're not in SoCal, but
yeah, in our neck of the woods,
yeah.
We've actually had our first tree frog of the year come to our back window. One little sucker.
He's so cute. Yeah. Oh no.
And Kathleen says, "Same here. I enjoy these every week." It's like finally having our names called through the magic mirror vaulted room. I remember that.
Yes.
I never had my name called. I couldn't even if there wasn't even anyone else called Nigel having their name called, so I couldn't pretend it was me. It was just
See, I'm fortunate because Heather was a really popular name when I was a little Heather growing up, so I was kind of hip on the trend at the time, and then now you can't find Heather anything.
Yeah. Found some Heather cream liqueur. That was a while back though. Tina says, "Hola, y'all. Had to run up to the orifice to put PU packages."
Does it really say orifice?
Orifice.
Yes. That is the best kind of typo. I'm living for it.
Ambrose 18-inch and CCS is on my next purchase for my wish list. I bought 3 styles yesterday. Thank you.
Yes.
And figured should wait to buy more to my collection. Yeah. You can't overdose otherwise. Yeah. We had hail the other day, big time. Cripes.
Cool.
I hate when that happens. Yay, the regular Ambrose CCS is headed my way. Excellent. Thank you, Aurelia.
Yes, we hope you love it.
Yes. Fay Hudspeth, I noticed that as well. Yes. Okay. Oops, so we got some more? Yes. It was on purpose, says Tina.
Okay, so this is the maiden voyage of this brush.
Okay.
I bought it on Poshmark used. It came disgustingly filthy. It was so I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm trying to project, but like it was so gross. It was so gross. It felt gross, and I used like a really heavy duty makeup brush cleaner, which I'm hesitant to use on these like natural hair brushes, and it was just it was really, really gross. So now it's nice and clean. This is a limited edition Wayne Goss 11, and I'm just gonna try to blushify myself, get kind of perky, rosy cheeked, like we were just fooling around face. So okay, continue please.
Okay. Alrighty, good stuff. Right. Still doing that. So let's talk about the drink of the week. I'm calling it a Ruby Kiss. It was Heather's idea, and I came up with the mixture for it. And basically, what it is now, this is an extra large glass, so you don't want to go by this measurement. But a standard like 16-ounce drinking glass sort of thing. You want to put 1 to 2 shots of Grand Marnier in the bottom of that. 1 to 2 shots, depending on how typically you want to make it. Then you top up half of the glass, top up to half with the ruby red grapefruit juice of your choice. We're using the Ocean Spray Diet 5, and then you top up to the top with water, just chilled water, nothing special. So it's Grand Marnier, half filled with ruby red of your choice, and chilled water. And that's all it is. And it's nice and refreshing. And I went ahead and made a massive, great jug of it for us tonight. So,
I better finish my Arnold Palmer then.
I know some of you have bought the ingredients next to the advance notice and are probably making the drinks right now. So I'll let you catch up.
Yes, let us know what you think of the recipe.
And we'll take some here. Yes, here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh yes, Sarah says, my Bordeaux and Royal Velvet arrived in Wales. That color is a work of art. Woo! Excellent.
Yay! Thank you.
I've got some relatives in Wales, actually. I think they're still in Wales. The husband is very Welsh.
Yeah, I've started actually running a little ad campaign. You might see it on YouTube, where I'm experimenting with the trailer we've made for the main channel. I kind of want to let people know that we have things like in the USA on hairkittykitty.com. We have free shipping for anybody or free return shipping for anybody in the USA. And the returns are 100% free. And then if you are international, we now provide direct service to you. So no returns, but we we do provide direct shipping now. And we're working on refining that still. So we're hoping we can get the rates down even lower, but it's a work in progress. But yeah, we want people to know. So if you see those ads out and about, that's because I'm trying to kind of let people know and hopefully turn some more people onto what we're doing.
Let's see what we got here. Hearing Heather loud and clear. Lovely. Excellent. Barbara says, inquiring minds want to know, did you actually receive a letter rescheduling your INS appointment?
Yes.
Yes, we did. And here's the funny thing. All right, we got the... You know that we went up and got turned away, said we'll have to reschedule. Well, we didn't get the letter notifying us that they'd have to reschedule until the next week. But like very shortly, we got a notification of through the USCIS app that I've got on my phone saying you've been rescheduled. They didn't tell us when. They just said you've been rescheduled. We'll let you know shortly. And sure enough, earlier this week we got the letter telling us the new date for the interview. So, yes, thank you. We got the we got the notification. We're preparing. It'll give us a little extra time to prepare a little more for it because you never know what extra crap they might ask for. So we want to be on the ball. Kelly Stoffer says perfect measurement. Good, excellent. Kathleen says sounds yummy. Is the red grapefruit to make it sour or bitter? Well, the funny thing is, if you get this ruby red, it's actually quite sweet. You only get a little bit of a citrus tang and a little bit of grapefruit bitterness. The rest of it, especially when you mix it with the Grand Marnier and dilute it with water, it makes it just refreshing and fruity, juicy sort of flavor.
You're so cute.
So are you. Shut up. Found some new flavors of Haagen-Dazs yesterday. Rum tres leche.
Oh, that sounds so good.
A bourbon one and Irish cream.
That all sounds really, really good.
Okay. Is it actual booze, Tina, or is it alcohol flavor? Because I ain't got time for that alcohol flavor shit.
Okay, so while I was preparing to start doing my brow, I realized that I kind of want to do something about this little guy right here. Yeah. So I'm going to go get my tweezers and pluck that right there. Right. So that's part of doing your brows. So I will be right back.
All right. I'm good. And while you're doing that, I will continue with the comments.
All right.
Vicky says, love Grand Marnier. What a great drink. Yeah. I've come to quite appreciate it. I've never really had it before. And now I'm a fan, I gotta say. Kathleen Ryan says, hi, folks. Hi, Kathleen. What's this? I would like to know as well. Good stuff. Kathleen, Faye Ray says, hi, Kathleen. Loving Piper Illuminati on you. Heather, that blush is a really pretty color. You'll need to tell us what it is. Sharon, right. Sharon Steele says, good evening, everyone. I just popped on to say hi and watch for a while. Our neighbors are coming over soon to get in the hot tub with my husband. I can't go in, unfortunately. Oh, that's a shame. But it sounds like fun. Let's see. Heather said something. I didn't hear what she said because there are two doors in between us. Let's see here. It's always a good drink when you can't taste the liquor. Well, it depends. Some liquors you don't want to taste, some you do. I've had some liquors that I didn't want a single trace of, and others like the Grand Marnier where, it's orangey. It's orange, and it's hard to ruin orange flavor, although I do know some places that try and do a very good job of it. In fact, I'll say this. I'll be right back. I know it's stupid not to have someone's face on screen during a live stream, but I have to fetch this bottle. I have to fetch this bottle to show you, as a warning, if you ever see this stuff, it's called Pavane. It is a liqueur de France. I may have mentioned this before. If I've mentioned it already, I apologize. If you're new and haven't seen me mention this before, take warning. Don't get this stuff. It's supposed to be made with, what is it? It's supposed to be made with fine muscat grapes, and orange blossoms. It tastes like the nastiest, dustiest Dimetap and grape soda mixed with crushed up orange Flintstones chewables. I was able to find a way of making Sue's gentian and herb liqueur palatable in, I think, 4 different cocktails over, I think, 3 months of experimentation. I've had 4 months of this. I've not been able to find a way of making it tasty yet. It's just revolting. So be warned. And Sharon says, now do you come up with some awesome cocktails? Thank you, Sharon. I do try. You honestly don't want to try the stuff that doesn't turn out right. I don't publicize those. It's only the good ones you hear about.
So Nigel said that some folks were interested in what I just did.
Well, Kelly says, I love watching Heather put on makeup. It looks great.
Well, thank you. I was kind of going for something kind of light today. So even though it looks like a lot, I put on very, very, very light layers because I'm using makeup that has a lot of pigment in it. So, I mean, I love it because you get good bang for your buck. Really high quality makeup tends to be more pigmented, but you have to use a really light touch. So I tend to do it in layers. So with my cheeks today, I used 2 different brushes. This one I used for more of like the more matte shades in this palette. So I'm going to take you off camera, honey. Can you just stop your cam?
Sure.
Yeah, just hit stop cam.
Yeah, I know. I got to get the mouse over there. Boom.
Right. There you go. All right. So, this is the Smashbox Cali Kisses palette. I'm going to move that just a little bit so you don't get that bright light. There you go. So it's one I've used a lot. It has 6 different items in it. It's got 2 mattes. It's got these 2 here, which are kind of like they're NARS style. Like if you like Orgasm by NARS, that they're very like shimmery and not as heavily pigmented. So they're great for layering. And then these 2 here are more like highlighters. And what I did was I took this Wayne Gauze 11, which has a really big head and like a semi ovoid sort of ferrule. So I mean, it's a really, I thought it'd be a really good blush brush, and it is because I have a really wide face with big cheeks. So I start up here. I want to make sure that like when I'm applying, I want to make sure that I'm not going all here because that will make them look a lot more full and it can kind of weigh the whole face down. I also don't want to go like all over really dramatically because I don't feel like contouring or putting on lashes or anything like that. So I just went here with most of the sheer shades, and I just kind of took my brush when I was applying it, just kind of went boop, 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 and then put a little bit of extra pigment right there on my cheekbone. And then right above that, so a little bit above where you would think that shine line should be, I took these highlight shades and blended them. I went up here, and then I took the lightest of those 2 shades and put it here and kind of blended that around. And then let's see. So I love this because it's good bang for your buck. You're getting 6 different things, and they all work really well with fair skin as long as you have a light touch. Even this really, really bright pink, I love using that. I love using that. You just, again, use a really light touch. Hopefully all of this makes sense and you can hear me because I'm trying to project, but the mic's actually like way over there. Does it sound good?
Yeah, no complaints about the volume so far.
Ooh, that drink is as good as I remembered. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to use this nice big mirror that comes in this Cali Kisses palette, and I'm just going to try to pluck that hair. Normally, though, you should try to do this before you apply your base makeup, but I'll just try to be careful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add yourself back to the camera, honey.
All righty.
There you go.
All righty. While we're doing that, let's see. I can only stay till 7. Theater tonight. Going to see Champagne Charlie Steaks.
What is that?
Yeah, let us know what that is.
It sounds like
not
dinner.
Familiar with it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Champagne Charlie
Steaks.
Steaks.
Grand Marnier is the best touch in margaritas. Not had it, I don't.
Oh,
think.
I have. That
good.
is great.
That does.
That is really good.
That does
yes.
sound nice. Yeah.
I think the first time I had that was like at a TGI Fridays or something like that, but it's really good.
Ray says, oh, what a shame, that's such a gorgeous bottle. Yes, this is an absolutely spectacular bottle, and the booze itself is pale yellow, so when it's full, it goes from clear at the top to pale yellow, fading down into this lovely Bristol blue at the bottom. It's an absolutely gorgeous Art Nouveau, Art Deco bottle, and the contents are just horrible. Barbara says, have you seen Howler Monkey Whiskey? Supposed to have bananas in it. I'm not sure about that. Well, I love bananas. Not too keen on whiskey.
It for me, it depends on the whiskey.
If it's bourbon, I'm okay with it.
Mm.
But for the most part, not that fond of whiskey. I've had a few Bushmills. I've had some Bushmills when I was in Ireland. That was quite nice. Thank you, Shelley. Glad I'm causing amusement here. I had a new drink to me the other night. It's called Duck Fart. Duck Fart. You're gonna have to elaborate on that, okay? Please elaborate on that, Sharon.
We must know, and we must make this, and we must advertise this loudly.
Duck Fart. Shot. Drink. Okay, what does it say here?
Oh, that took me off guard.
Kahlua, Bailey's Irish Cream and Whiskey. It's layered.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Oh, that looks nice. It's Kahlua on the bottom, then layered with Bailey's on top, and then whiskey on top.
Why don't you share your screen?
I don't know how.
I'll show you how. Like
okay.
This is what this is for. We teach each other. So click that tab right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got like a pointer. This is great.
Right.
And then down here, you're gonna hit share.
Share.
And then you can hit share screen. And then it's going to ask you if you want to share everything or just a tab. Open systems.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so Chrome tab.
Chrome tab.
And then that's it right there.
That's it.
Hit start.
Share. Yeah.
There you go.
That stuff.
There you go.
So Kahlua.
Well done, dear.
So Kahlua and Bailey's and whiskey on top. And yeah, that looks good. I would have called it something a little more poetic.
I wouldn't have. That immediately got my attention.
Yeah, it gets my attention. But
you know what? These are the drinks that are designed for people who are like living in frat houses. So that is a perfect name, right? So,
yeah.
I
think I've stopped sharing my screen now.
Yes, you have.
Okay, good. Right. All right. Let's see. Right. What else we go?
But we're small now.
Yeah.
No, we're small on the screen now. Hit 2.
There.
Woo!
Okay.
Aha!
The website says infused, and there's an amaretto non-dairy flavor. Infused, whatever the hell that means. An amaretto non. I love amaretto, but I can't have nuts. They're not good for the skin. Nuts won't kill me, but I am mildly allergic to them. Mildly. So if anyone's trying to assassinate me with amaretti biscuits, it's not going to work. Watching two men try to open a bottle of champagne. Have you ever seen champagne sabering, where they take a sword and go whoosh, and knock the top off the bottle?
Sandy from QI can do that. It's
yeah,
like magic.
They did that on QI. So if you look up champagne sabering, it's fantastic. Oh, and by the way, I got my brother some Earl Grey French ice cream. Well, that sounds interesting.
It does. I love tea flavored everything.
Shauna says, "Hey guys, good vibes." Hi, Shauna.
Woo!
What's the name of the palette you just showed him?
Aha! This is fantastic. This is I hope they still make it. This is the Cali Kisses palette by Smashbox. Very solid, and I like the packaging. It's pretty, and it comes with a big mirror, which is great. Very sturdy, and it has shimmers and like semi-shimmers, and it's also got like the really potent, highly pigmented blushes. And the two shades that tend to dominate, you get almost like I'd say almost like a cherry color almost. That's how this looks here, like almost like a not quite a raspberry, it's not quite that pink, but it's kind of like in between, like framboise. What do they call that? Framboise. There we go. Yeah, that kind of color, strawberry. And then up here it's kind of like a peachy coral. So really pretty. And I love NARS blushes. This rivals that. Very good palette.
Framboise is raspberry.
So almost like that.
Fraise
that
is
one.
strawberry.
That one. See, you're better at French than I am.
I know how to order food and say, "Oh, look, there's a hummingbird." Thanks, Dad.
And that you can't conjugate verbs.
Bien sûr. Let's see what we got here. Lots of discussion about duck farts. Says, I would get the bottle cut down into a tumbler for drinking. I would countenance that, but these are paper. This is a paper label, and I would want to preserve that, and I don't think that would survive washing. I might just keep the bottle because it's so bloody gorgeous.
Yeah, we can like put flowers in it and stuff.
Lori says duck farts are very good in a shot glass. Makes absolutely sure to specify that. I do like a good smooth vodka. I do love a good bourbon. Whiskey is great as well. My hubby is a whiskey and bourbon person. He does mixology and is fantastic with it. Sounds like a keeper.
Sounds like somebody you would want to hang out with.
Oh, yes. Oh, Shelley says, it's a play about an older couple. The guy plays the ponies all the time. The racetrack is naming one of the races after him. I imagine he will end up losing all his money, but we'll tell you later. Excellent. And you layer the duck fart by pouring it over a spoon.
Oh!
That sounds fantastic. And Kathleen says, yes, I have. It is cool to see when using a sword. Fay Ray says, yes, I can saber champagne. Cool.
We have to invite you over, and then we must show you off to our friends.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
You'll have to provide a sword, though. I'm not allowed to wield one just yet. Polish vodka, yum. Yeah, it depends on the vodka, though, because I've had, what's that stuff called? It's bison grass vodka.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what it's called.
I can't remember that. I think I've tried 2 different versions of it. One I tried because it was on the shelves in the supermarket, and I thought, well, spectacular. Yeah, I'll try it. And that was another one of those drinks I could not find a way of making delicious. I even tried a bull shot, which is where you pour out some vodka and then add some hot beef consomme on top.
Oh.
So you get like a hot beef soup drink with bison grass vodka in it. No, that didn't work. And then this was back at the time when we had a lot of Polish co-workers at the casino. Katerina Kluźny, who I used to give lifts home to, so she wouldn't have to walk through town. As a present, she gave me some really good bison grass vodka, and that was nice. That I could drink, but I can't remember the name of it because it was years and years ago. Jen says of the brush, ew, gross, shouldn't they have cleaned it?
Right?
Yes, they should have.
It was so gross. I mean, I was happy to get a limited edition brush that they don't make anymore, but
still.
Yeah, agreed. It was very gross. But I wash everything before I use it, like all my clothes. I wash it before I wear it.
Yeah.
So I already knew I was gonna wash it, but I would never ship something to somebody in that condition.
Yeah.
It's just so gross.
Sharon says, in my profile picture, I'm wearing my new Vaughn in chocolate icing R.
Yay!
Looks good.
Oh, yay.
Definitely suits
I
you.
love Vaughn, and Vaughn looks good on you. Yes. So gratifying.
Aurelia said, did Becca actually go out of business?
I think they were bought by Estee Lauder.
Mm.
I think that's what I read, is that they were bought out by Estee Lauder. I could be misremembering.
Well, Kathleen says, Heather, where did you buy that palette? I love makeup and have fun doing all colors.
The blush palette, I believe I got that at Ulta.
Ulta, okay.
Yeah.
And let me see. Cheryl asks, what color of palette? Cali Kisses Smashbox.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And which one did you use again?
I used all the colors in there.
All the colors.
I used every single one of them on this look, just in really, really, really tiny amounts.
Cali Kissed by Smashbox, then.
Yeah, the thing I was the most heavy-handed with was definitely the highlighter, because I wanted my under eye area to go like strobe lights.
Henrietta Henson says, hello from Devon. All right, my lover. Cheers.
Should I say ooh-ar at some point?
If you like. we all Wessex folk down here.
You know what? Like, the first time he ever played the Wurzels for me, it was a complete trip. A complete trip. That Combine Harvester song is just hot fire. Ooh-ar, ooh-ar.
Joanna says, I'm thoroughly enjoying my Vaughn Dingsies and coffee. Now I really need my husband to understand why I need more. Lol. Thank you.
Yes.
Jen says, Wig Daisy checking in on Facebook. Sorry, I'm late. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
How you doing?
Oh, speaking of which, we should mention, honey, the thingy that I did earlier.
What's that?
On the channel. Remember, I put their channels on the channel?
Yes. We'll let me put the
Yeah, tell them
here.
about that.
We'll get to that. Let's see. Let's find it. Okay. Let's see. I believe this is for Kelly. Your review of Willow in Cocoa Swirl R has an image that didn't upload properly. Could you please try to resubmit it for us? And because we want to see it.
Yeah.
We want to see your selfie. So
Totally.
yeah, the Willow and Cocoa Swirl R for some reason. If you could try resending that, and we'll try to get it working. Okay. All right. Who else we got? Let's see. I think Cheryl is on here, but I haven't seen any comments from Erin yet. But Cheryl and Erin, Heather can't find your YouTube channels.
Yeah.
So please put a link in the comments on the replay down here after the live stream is over, so we can add you to our main channel.
Yes, because we put.
Which
Actually, yeah. Do you have?
we've added some links for
Hold
our
on.
affiliates on the main channel page for CysterWigs After
Let me
Dark.
pull this up so I can show you what I did.
Yeah. Please check them out and follow their links. And Heather's going to do a share screen thing.
You gotta give me a minute though, because it's asking me to log in.
What, again?
I know.
Bloody hell.
Well, you know what? I'm okay with it because at least it's trying to be secure. That's important. I dig it. I still gotta even out these brows a little bit more.
That's okay. I'm able to drink more now.
Yeah, give me just a second. So, anybody say anything?
Yes. Let's see. Moved it. Faye Ray says, Heather, I will bring my scimitar. Kathleen says, no, I just stick to red wine or a beer. Hard liquor is hard on my stomach. That's why we dilute it, because all these drinks are made to be delicate, are made for Heather, who has a delicate stomach, thanks to
gastric sleeve.
Gastric
Sleeve surgery.
So yeah, she needs delicate, gentle drinks as well, which is why I mix them to be a bit dilute and gentle. So I'm not going to try to push you into it if you're uncomfortable with it, but just so you know, these are supposed to be modified for people with more delicate stomachs.
And literally, you could get a very similar effect if you don't want to drink alcohol at all by just buying the grapefruit juice and using bitters.
Or
something
orange
like that.
blossom.
Yeah, or orange
water.
Blossom water, bitters. There are things you can substitute to give you that. And they have, actually, they have orange blossom flavored bitters, which is what I was thinking of. Because that would be I think we actually have some of that downstairs. It's kind of like a bougie thing you can get at like specialty shops. But it's great stuff. And if you add just some of that to the grapefruit juice, you get a very similar taste profile, I think.
All right. Shauna says, Kathleen looks great in everything and makes me want them all. Yes.
True.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
That is a fact.
Let's see. Tina says, the market I was at yesterday had a very small bottle of absinthe.
Abstinent.
Autocorrect strikes again, I wager.
Oh, God. I swear these kinds of typos are the best. So good.
The only time I've ever tried absinthe, Heather, was when we went to Jingles and we had that chalupa.
Oh, do you want to tell them about that?
Oh, we've talked about this chalupa before. It came in puff pastry.
Oh, move your camera so you're on more camera.
I'll just move myself.
Oh, well, that works too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is a big screen to try to move. I'm on the new iMac that Heather has given to me, by the way, which is why the
he got the one that
resolution
isn't doing the one that wasn't going to work for video edit still works for a lot of other stuff, so that's what he's using right now.
But what was I saying again? Oh yeah, this chalupa came in puff pastry and drizzled in hollandaise sauce for piece of cake. So yeah,
it's kind of magical.
Kelly says, "Look at those brows, dang."
Thank you. I'm still trying to get them even. I got a little bit of space here to fill. And then I'll show you guys what I did on CysterWigs too while this is kind of drying and settling.
Henrietta says, weather warm and sunny today in Devon. Yeah, it's quite nice down here as well for today. And I think it's going to go, probably going to be rainy again tomorrow. Right. Kathleen Ryan loves the brushes. And Henrietta says, that's my dolly dog in my profile.
Aww. I love
Looks very friendly.
Puppers. Okay, so this is what I did. If you go to the CysterWigs After Dark channel, might look a little bit different from this, but you'll see our brand ambassadors all here. So, hi, I put you guys on the main page of my channel so people can see you. So right now we're running an ad campaign where we're offering 30% off. And so you guys probably have seen this already. But just so you know, check out one of our affiliates. If they have a link, use it. Because by doing that, even if you use our coupon, they still get credit for that sale. And that helps them kind of buy more wigs, buy more equipment, improve what they're doing. And that will hopefully improve the content over time as well. So it's kind of like an investment in folks who are making content about this stuff we're making. So check them out if you have a moment. Also, I want to mention Nigel made this thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, you did a good job, honey.
Thank you, my treasure. All right. Let's see. Where is it? Where did it get to? It skipped again. All right. Yeah. Kathleen says, am I able to get added? I'm still working on my YouTube page.
I think you're on there. Let me double check again. I just closed the tab. Here, let me put my hair on first. Whee. Okay. Did you do any styling or anything to this, honey?
No, I combed it.
Okay.
I took the taco head out and I untangled it a bit and that's it.
All right.
So anyway, you were checking the thing.
I'm trying to get the hair on my face first.
Okay.
Priorities. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and keep talking. I'll look into it.
Okay. All right then. My dad always diluted his bourbon. Yeah, I've tried that as well. That works for some of the other bourbon. That works for some of the bourbons I've tried. Let's see here. Henrietta says, you look gorgeous, Heather. You are a great makeup artist.
Thank you.
I agree.
Aww.
I agree completely. So 100% of the people from Devon polled have agreed on that.
I love Devon.
My husband has quite a few bitters. Yeah, we've got quite a collection, but we haven't used them much lately. We've mostly been going on simple stuff. We've got we've got some orange blossom. We've got some chocolate bitters. We've got the standard. I think we've got some Peychaud's. Yeah.
Yes, Beauty from Within is on there.
Good. Yes, you're on there.
You're on there already. I was able to find you.
You're on there, Kathleen.
But the other two, their names are, there are so many people with the same name that I wasn't able to find them specifically just by searching. And I don't have a lot of time to look. Yeah. So I'm hoping that they will make it easy for me and I'll just go in there and add them.
Yeah.
If they want to be added.
Yeah. Julia says, my favorite mixed drink, the Terror of the Deep, 1.5 ounce Kraken, 1.5 ounce blue curacao, and a splash of sweet and sour pineapple juice, Sprite, and grenadine.
We should make a note to record that too, honey, because I think we have most of that stuff. And I like the Kraken. Spencer and I once made rum. It was like butter rum, I think, ice cream with the Kraken. It was fantastic.
Yes. I'm looking for the print screen on this. This is a keyboard on YouTube.
Honey. It's the pretzel button next to the space bar. Okay, so the command button, and then the P.
So,
are you trying to take a screen capture?
Yes.
Okay, here's that. Okay. Yeah. Let me make sure that I got that right. It's been a hot minute. Yes. Okay, that's it. So it is Option Shift 3.
Option Shift 3.
Option Shift 3 will take a screen grab of the entire screen.
Right. Okay. Good. Right.
I just had to test that because I got it mixed up with the one where you get the toggle and you can drag it around. But the other one where it's more precise for the record is Option Shift 4, and that's how you get that.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I just had to remind myself.
I've made a screen grab, so hopefully we'll be able to do something about that shortly. Gina says, drinking tonight on an Ocean Spray Cran Energy. It's cranberry and pomegranate juice mixed with green tea, also low sugar.
That sounds really good.
That does sound refreshing. Let's see. Shauna says, I love Jägermeister, but it nearly kills me every time.
Yeah.
I'm not that big on licorice flavored things.
I like licorice. I do. I really like those Brock's black jelly beans.
Oh, well,
the
Brock's
ones. Those
Brock's
are great.
are mild, aren't they? All right. Shauna says, go to work in a minute. I'll be back. Good evening, everyone. Kenny. Hello.
Hi, Kenny.
I love Taco Bell chalupas. Well, obviously.
Yeah, they're pretty good. But definitely not covered in hollandaise sauce.
No. Dolly is 7 years old. Staffy crossed with an old-time bulldog. Looks nice.
Yeah.
I think we're at 87 degrees today, says Sharon.
Holy moly.
No. Sounds like us in summer. Oh, John has been here for a while but forgot to check in. Hi, John. Let's see.
What's playing right now? This is a fun song. I can't even hear it. All I hear is like the beat and there's like a tambourine. What is this?
Oh, Aurelia says, you guys probably don't know me from Facebook. I'm Karen Ward Hartfelder and I'm a bit tipsy here.
Hey!
Excellent.
Woo! Oh,
Drink hail.
This is called Wonderful World, Beautiful People by Jimmy Cliff. Ah! I'm building a playlist of stuff that I should share with folks for Hair Kitty Kitty when they're shopping. My goal was to find like reggae music, but then I couldn't let Shopify just make playlists for me because every other song was about pot. And I'm not like opposed to that, but I don't necessarily want to make a whole playlist that's like nothing but like, very 420 friendly music. So I basically went on a hunt for like upbeat music, like what's that one where he's like, it's going to be a bright, sunshiny day?
Yeah.
That one, I think that's Johnny Nash or something like that.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but just stuff like that. That Jackie Wilson song where he's like, your love taking me higher, that sort of thing. Like, just happy, feel good stuff because the news is terrible. Very sad and depressing. And,
Speaking of which, getting tipsy. Tad found out my princess has cancer.
Oh.
Cannot wait to get hair mail this week. Really need the happiness this week. Well, we raise a glass.
Yes.
We raise a glass, Aurelia.
But
hope you can get that sorted.
Yes. Yes. And I hope that at some point I can get like this happy feel good playlist together because it sounds like we all could use a little bit of this right now. Yeah, definitely.
Tina says, my mom's parents drank moonshine. Hempstead County, Arkansas was a dry... Arkansas? How did I get that right? That's AK, isn't it?
No, that's Alaska. Alaska's AK.
Alaska's
right.
AK. So I was right. Arkansas was a dry county. Yeah, I find it weird that the state that makes bourbon doesn't allow bourbon to be bought anywhere.
What do you want to talk about now, honey?
Barbara says, I love the sound of all these beautiful cocktails, but once summer finally hits, give me a Corona with lime. Very nice and refreshing. Oh, yes. And Henrietta says, what's that wig called again? It's down at the bottom of the screen, my dear. Ambrose 18-inch in chocolate-covered strawberry R.
Yes, and I'm very proud of the fact that we were able to keep this price reasonable. I'm very, very happy about that because the price of everything is going up like crazy right now. And a lot of the companies that we do business with over on CysterWigs are raising their prices. And we've had to be very careful about that because if we have to, we have to, but we want to keep it to a minimum. So I'm very happy that we ordered these wigs when we did, so we were able to keep the price low. So we'll see how it goes in the future, but for now, these are still a really great bargain.
Well, let's continue with the main topic of tonight.
Yeah.
Lovey-Dovey stuff. Lovey-Dovey stuff. Hence the Lovey-Doves on the thumbnail. I believe you wanted to share a couple things over there on your left there, Heather?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so Nigel did some very cute stuff. He got me flowers and he got me stuff. And he does this like, here, I'm going to go to single cam for me. Whoop.
You do that.
But he does this like Nigel font. It's so good.
It's bad calligraphy.
I love love it. I love it.
It's bad old English.
No, I love that. I love that you drew
Illuminated
little
manuscript.
hearts on it. And actually, I think the Sharpie you used was one from our commitment ceremony.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! That's so cute, honey.
I like the fact that they're still working after all this time.
Right? And I'm like obsessed with birds.
Lately, yes.
Yes, I'm kind of obsessed with birds. They've become kind of a special interest for me right now. And I love studying the birds that come into our backyard feeder and their behavior and trying to get to know them. I've also been really into Leslie the Bird Nerd here on YouTube. She's fantastic. And she just came out with a video that's got like little chickadees that would just eat out of the crevices in her jacket. Mm. Oh, it's so cute because they're so tiny. They're like little puffballs. Boop, 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 boop. So that's who I want to be when I grow up. But Nigel got me this card, and look at this. It's got like a red boy and a tweed girl. That's so cool.
Well, Henrietta has to take off because it's midnight in Devon. So love to all and prayers for Ukraine. Thank you for joining us, Henrietta, and thank you for joining us. And yes, indeed, definitely echo those sentiments.
Yes,
and
if you can donate money to the cause, do it.
Have a good night. Sleep well, my dear.
Have a good night. Thank you for joining us. So he wrote me a card, and it's super, super cute. And I actually would like it if you read it, honey, just because.
All right.
Yeah. No, you can hear it in his voice. Here, let me turn your camera on.
Okay.
And I'll turn mine off.
Okay. It says, Sharika, I adore you every day. I appreciate you every day. I'm proud of you every day. So what makes Valentine's Day any different from every other day of the year? Near as I can tell, heart-shaped candied sweetmeats and socially acceptable boozing. And I'm utterly fine with that. Nika Tali Gardarasum, my little chickadee.
It's so cute, honey. You want to tell them what that means?
Well, there's also something in that box of yours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you don't want to tell them what you the.
Yeah, I will tell you because it's in the note that's in the box.
Oh.
Yes.
It said. Oh, yeah. Here.
Yes. I had this included. It says, "Mi solus tome, mi solus dar tome, ni kautali gardarasum charika." We are one when we are together. We are one when we are apart. I will love you eternally, my darling. That's what ni kautali gardarasum charika means.
Yeah. And then he got me this, which has birds on it. I am so middle-aged.
And
it says I love you forever on it. And it's so cute.
Ni kautali gardarasum.
So it's pretty
thematic.
Perfect. It's very perfect, dear. You did a very good job.
Thank you, my dear.
I bought him meat.
Yes.
Meat that I don't know if I would ever eat, but I bought him meat.
Oh, I think you'll like it. Some of it you've already tried and liked. But we'll find out.
I think the thing that impresses me the most is the card. It's just so cool.
The engineering on that is fantastic.
So cool.
Oh, where'd it go? There it goes. Moved again. Sharon says, when I was in junior high school, my friend's parents drank something called a strip and go naked. It's beer, lemonade, and vodka. I always get it when golfing. I got to admit, I've not heard of it, but it sounds like a shandy with added vodka, which is something that English people have probably already thought up. So.
But you know what? I love the name. I love the saucy names.
Strip and go naked?
Oh,
yeah.
Gosh, I love these tacky, sleazy names. I mean, they're not even Playboy names. They're straight hustler.
Yeah. There was... What's the one I've heard of? It's like a long, slow, comfortable screw against the wall. It's like a Long Island iced tea, a slow gin, a screwdriver, and a Harvey Wallbanger or something like that. I don't know.
That sounds like puke.
Yeah. No, I don't mean all in one glass. I mean,
okay. That sounds like a bad time.
Well, Well, one of the drinks that Nanny Og ordered in one of the Discworld books was called a long, slow, comfortable double entendre.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Liz says birds have evolved with high intelligence. They need it for navigation. Oh, I'm getting to more about birds in a second.
Birds are super cool.
Oh, let's see. My mom loved cardinals, says Shelley. Excellent. Sharon says yes. Prayers for Ukraine. That's why the sunflowers in the blue water.
Oh my gosh, I definitely don't want to dwell on this long because I mean what I want to do is
Liz,
provide like an escape to this a little bit. But
yeah,
I watched some of those speeches that Zelensky gave.
Yeah,
it's so moving. Like I can't stop myself from just like bawling because oh my god. And I watched all the like impeachment hearings and stuff, and I remember just hearing about the predicament that Zelensky was in and the risk he was taking by trying to weed out corruption and to try to like get power away from the oligarchs in the Ukraine. And man, all this stuff is so deep and dark. That's why I'm making a happy clappy playlist and trying to dwell on like, you know, doing what I can. Like we donated money. I encourage you guys to do that too. And we're just trying to like show our support in the way that we can. Because I mean, gosh darn it, that's some deep nonsense. That's just deep nonsense. And we should be better than that shit in 2022, you know?
Yeah.
For real.
And while Putin's keeping everyone distracted with invasion of the Ukraine, Xi Jinping is sending his Chinese.
Oh, let's not get too dark with this, honey. But it's just bad. It's just all bad.
Flyovers.
So let's just do what we can, and then focus on the positive things we can. Like serenity prayer the hell out of this shit, right?
On a lighter note, Tina's dad once gave her mom a bull one year.
Like a real bull? Oh my god. But yeah, like I was saying, like serenity prayer, this stuff. That's my best advice. Like, you know, accept the things you cannot change. Know the difference, that sort of thing. But, you know, change the things you can and focus on that.
Gina says, we get such a kick out of you guys being into birds. I call my husband my cardinal and he calls me my flamingo. Yes,
I love it. Yes.
Outstanding.
I love it. Like, I call the cardinals red boys and tweed girls.
Yeah.
And I like the tweed girls better because, you know, girl power. But they're also super cute the way they look around and they're very polite. They let the guys have the meal first, but then, you know, they make sure they get theirs. And they usually scout out the place first. But watching their behavior coming to our feeder it's just made me feel very I don't know, like, you know, like they're just super cute. I love them.
By the way, speaking of flamingos, do you know what the clade for flamingos is called?
No.
Phoenicoptera.
What?
Phoenicoptera. It means phoenix wings.
Fun.
Flamingos are called phoenix wings in old speak.
That's very fun.
Yeah. And speaking of lovey-dovey stuff, this is something, and it ties back to birds being intelligent as well. I was out feeding well, not feeding directly, but, you know, taking food out to refill the bird feeder. I didn't get any eating from my hands this time around. In fact, all the ruby crest seems to have fucked off and abandoned the vicinity whenever I go out. But I was topping up the feeder, and we've got this specific wreath on our front door at the moment because we change wreaths for every season, you know, holiday. And in parts of it, it's got these very, very distinctive little yellow fabric flowers. Okay. Well, we've had a couple birds start making nests in there. It's every so often you hear the scrabble, 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 and cheep, 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 cheep. And
they've
when
come back from last year. It's the same pair of birds.
And we'll go back and we'll see some more grass plugged in behind the nest, behind the wreath. Sorry.
It's so cute.
But I found one of these flowers had been plucked off, and it was around the corner and around the side of the house. So the only explanation I can think of is that one of the birds has decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to impress my lady by bringing her this bright yellow thing. and then dropped it when he was 3/4 of the way there.
Aww.
But yeah, I mean, you watch nature documentaries about birds, bower birds building huge structures with lots of blue involved, and other birds giving gifts as courtship rituals and stuff like that. It's all fantastic. And the intelligence of crows, all corvids are bloody amazing. And if you've not watched it, I recommend checking out Falconry and Me. What's her name? Laura, is it?
Amy.
Amy, sorry.
Yeah.
Amy's got a raven called
Fable.
And Fable is just adorable. But yeah.
She likes to say hello and give kisses.
Yes. Hi, I'm Fable. What? Good stuff.
It's very cute.
Yeah. And you want to do some more talk about the affiliate program, or?
Yeah. Basically, I just want to let people know that we provide links to our affiliates directly on the profile for this channel, CysterWigs After Dark, and check them out, because even if we're running a sale on the main site, if you like one of their videos and you use one of their links to our site, they get credit for referring you, which helps them out, helps them expand their channels and their reach, and also helps us out at the same time. So check them out. Other than that, join us. Like if you have a YouTube channel or you're just starting a YouTube channel, you can probably see that, a lot of our affiliates have, and I'll show it again. Because a lot of you are actually in here. So it's not like I'm talking about you when you can't like hear me say what I'm saying about you.
Faye Ray's got a recipe for us, which I will share in a minute.
All right.
You do the screen thing, and then when we're done with that, I will share this, because I was wrong about something, and
I
admit it.
What?
I got something wrong.
What?
And I admit it.
What? All right, so I added the affiliates right down here. So if you would like to become part of our affiliate program, you can find that information over here on the About tab. Just kind of like put that in your browser window and come hang out. And then I think I also put a link to it up here. If you like, yep, there you go. If you just hit that, boom, it takes you to this really kick-ass landing page that I made. That's like really pretty. I love the landing page. I love the effect. Check this out. Oh, it shifts through all these rainbow colors. So good.
It's not working on ours.
Oh no!
You're not sharing that's.
Hold on. Let me show you this effect, because it's super cool. I love how this turned out. Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
So yeah, check this out. When you hover over it on a desktop, it shifts through all these colors. Oh, we'll do that later. But isn't that cool? So like I was saying about the coupon, right now we're running like a automatic 30% off sale. And if you
that one?
Yeah, it's this one. Well, no, that's one we're running to kind of track sales from YouTube. But if you check out one of our affiliates, they also have coupon codes for 30% off as well. And even if you use my code, if you go from one of their links to our site, they'll get credit for it, which I'm totally cool with, and I actually encourage. But look at that. Ah, that's such a cool effect.
Yes.
I love how colorful our website is. So fun. All right, I'm going to stop sharing now. I'm just like super proud of how that turned out, because it's so pretty.
Yeah, it is good. You're very good at making artistic-y things.
Thank you.
Anyway, back to this recipe. Faye Ray says, slow gin, Southern Comfort, vodka, orange, and Galliano. Slow, comfortable screw against the wall. That is not as disgusting as what I just, or lethal as what I described. I think I was given bad information when I was told about that. All right. Stacy said, last spring I saw a male cardinal feed a sunflower seed to his mate on my window bird feeder.
Oh, that's adorable.
Faye Ray says, if it's done right, it's kind of pretty, like a tequila sunrise. Ooh. Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, that will test your mix master skills. How well can you not mix the things so they stack up properly?
Well,
yeah, I know.
We have to get the ingredients first. I love corvids. We feed blue jays and crows. I'm still waiting for treasure from them. Lol. Yeah, I'm part of a Facebook group called For the Love of Crows, and every so often you get someone saying, "Oh my God, they brought me presents!" They're so thrilled when they have this little piece of crap that they've brought, that the crows have brought in exchange for being fed. It's fantastic. And someone once said, this was a great story I read. This guy feeds his crows little lumps of bread, and they started bringing him stuff, as exchange or thanks or tribute. And one day they brought him a $20 bill, and so he thought, "Oh wow." So then he went out, he bought some really, really good artisanal bread with multi-grain full seeds in it and gave it to his crows. And now he's waiting to see if they bring him more money. And someone commented underneath, "That's how Batman villains start." That would be fantastic.
I have a story about presents, but it's about a cat that gave me a present. When I was in undergrad, no, this is cute. When I was in undergrad, he was a house cat, so he never went outside in his life. His name was Jack, Pepper Jack. I just called him Jack, but he was like a really cute, like stripy gray and black kitty with white paws and a white snoot. Very, very cute. Pink nose, bright green eyes. Very, very cute little cat. And I remember when we first got him as a kitten, I was upstairs, so it was a duplex. And I was in my bedroom on my computer writing a paper for a class. And all of a sudden I start hearing this, and then this dragging sound. So shh, shh, shh. And I'm like, what is this? And so, I was too busy because I wanted to go to bed. So I was trying to get this paper over with, so I didn't investigate. And all of a sudden I hear, meow, meow, meow. And I turn around and Jack is at my feet. This cat took a loaf of bread, a full new loaf of bread that was on top of the refrigerator, so he couldn't get to it. He didn't try to eat it. He dragged the damn thing. He dragged it all the way up the stairs and all the way across the top floor of the duplex. So that's a lot for a cat. It's like, whoop, and then drag through 2 different rooms, then up an entire flight of stairs, and then around a twisty hallway past a bathroom, into my bedroom and at my feet. And then he just sat there so proudly, like, meow, meow, meow. I took it as a sign that I needed to make a sandwich because he was telling me I was hungry. But
you had to. You had to.
He was so proud of himself. As he should be.
Well, yeah. Because bread.
He caught this very big, impressive loaf of bread.
I'm reminded of John Pinette.
Yeah?
John Pinette was a comedian. He was a very, very round comedian. In fact, that was a large part of his humor. He used to do Ewok.
Large.
He used to do Ewok impressions, and it just worked so well. But he was talking about how really good bread should have you talking for hours afterwards. Fairy says, "I had to toss out a Christmas wreath I left up because birds built a nest and crapped all over it." Well, last year our birds built a nest in it and they crapped all over the door.
Yeah.
So the nest was easy to just, pull out, and then I had to, pressure wash the door. Oh, man.
Hopefully they continue to mind their manners this year.
Yes. Oh, that skipped the ball. Okay. Right. Let's see. Jen says, yes, a lot of the wig brands are raising prices. Yeah, a lot of that's happening these days. Oh, I love ravens, crows, and bats. We should hang. We should hang.
Yeah.
In fact, we should hang.
One is Edgar and one is Lenore. Oh, I love it.
One is Edgar and one's the North. Wait, there used to be a group of ravens that used to visit a campsite in Colorado that I went to back in middle school, and I named one of them Quoth.
Quoth the Raven.
Quoth the Raven.
That's excellent.
But yeah, we need to go hang in England.
Yes.
Because when we'd go to Tor Abbey or the Cockington Water Meadows, and there'd just be pipistrelles everywhere. Little, teeny, tiny...
Little, tiny...
flitter mice.
He calls them flitter fluffs.
Flitter fluffs. Tiny. Boatloads of them. Just sky full of them. And we'd go to Dawlish, and there'd be Dorbenton's bats over the streams. Oh, and also black swans that were imported from Australia. But yeah, and all sorts of good corvids as well. So yeah, good stuff. Kelly says Ambrose 18-inch looking great. How is work going, Heather?
It's going pretty well, honestly. It's stressful, but it's been going pretty well. Just gotta keep plugging away at that content strategy.
Yeah. Liz says ravens are incredibly smart. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Fable is just a hoot when you watch her. And
oh yeah.
Watching.
I'm Fable.
One of my favorite videos that I've seen is a crow or a raven. I can't tell from the distance because it was filmed from quite a distance and zoomed in, so you can't get that much clarity. But it's definitely a larger corvid. Sliding down a snowy roof just for the sheer fun of it. Like this crow would go to the top of the roof and then edge off the crest and then just slide down in the snow. And when it hit the gutter at the bottom, go woo, and then go up to the top and then slide down again, and then go woo, and then fly up to the top and then slide down again just for the sheer fun of sliding.
Oh, you didn't bring up the chocolate covered strawberries.
I didn't bring up the chocolate covered. I will bring up the chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah.
Hey, chocolate covered strawberry theme.
Right.
I'll be right back.
So I'm gonna move the camera to just me, and I'm going to, well, maybe I'll move it to just him. That way we don't have to shift microphones. Hello. No. 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 That's... Hey! I knew I'd figure it out eventually. I want to move his chair because he's... Oh, I want to be like I want you to be in the middle of your own screen, man.
Yeah, but I'm doing that so you can see the sunflowers.
Well, you can still see the sunflowers.
Oh, okay.
Like towards the middle-ish, right?
All right.
Yay! Chocolate covered strawberries.
Hey, what do you know?
You want one?
Chocolate covered strawberry are chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah, so we're doing that thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We've also got these raspberry cookies.
Yeah, those are mainly for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you want one?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I mean, these are sweet enough. Thank you for getting those. Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And block the spammer. There we go.
Yay. Good catch, dear. May I have some more of your boozy punch stuff?
Later, Shelly.
Bye, Shelly.
Yes. Let's get some more of the boozy punch stuff.
Let's see what else we've got going on here. Oh, I just saw what you said our titles were from earlier.
Yeah.
That I am the Princess of Power at CysterWigs and that you are the evil master of tiny songbirds. Okay, that's funny.
I make you laugh.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That's what I'm wearing again. It's thematic with what we're eating. Also, like I said, we're running a sale. We're running a couple sales. Until I think the end of the night tomorrow night, we're running a 30% off that's automatic. And then after that, you can use this coupon if you want. So like I said before, definitely check out our affiliates on the main channel. They will, or not the main channel, the After Dark channel, this channel here. So if you check that out, you'll be able to find our affiliates, and you can use their code, which will mimic mine, or you can use my code. Either way, I encourage you to check their channels out and use their referral links so that way they can expand their reach as well. I mentioned that earlier, but just throwing that out there. We're trying to sell some stuff too. There's that.
Raspberry cookies on shiny plate.
Shiny, shiny. And that's where our websites are. But the one where this coupon applies is just hairkittykitty.com. So, all right. And like I said earlier, there you go. You want to take over some more of the conversation, honey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, Shelly says you got to run. Later, Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
Like to hear about that play? They're bats that live under the 80 causeway between West Sacramento and Davis. Saw them come out once. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, one of the reasons I would like to go to Texas is to see the bats that live under the bridge come out there. Western, Mexican short-tailed bats. There's a great, speak about intelligence. There is a fantastic video on YouTube. It's very short. Just look up bat emotion. So I need to look up bat emotion, and it should come up in the lists. And there was a little Mexican free-tailed bat that was rescued, but was injured badly enough. She recuperated, but she couldn't be released back into the wild, so they had to keep her at this rehabilitation facility. Anyway, every time it's feeding time, I'm not making this up. You have to see it for yourself. It's so cartoonish and adorable. You have to see it. Every time it's feeding time, and the keeper brings the dish of mealworms up. I swear I'm not making this up. She's sitting there on the ground, and all of a sudden she looks up and goes, "Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!" And she bounds over, "Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!" And goes, on the mealworm. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's just...
Can you lower your chair at all?
No.
Oh, damn.
No, see?
Oh. Maybe tilt the screen up more.
There.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah.
Trying to get used to that computer being here.
Yeah, well, you weren't there.
I think that's clever.
Well, I nicked it off Happily Ever After.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a sitcom back in the mid to late 80s. It was about the evil stepmother wanting to put Snow White and Prince Charming into an eternal sleep, but she accidentally got the spell wrong and got caught herself and her pet raven and one of the dwarves in the curse as well. And they woke up in the 1980s and they have to adapt to 1980s life. And she named, I think the raven from that was named Quoth.
That is a really deep cut, man.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Gina says, I'm waiting for charisma and chocolate icing R. Can't wait.
That one's a fun one. It's a little crazy. I like it.
They're soft, delicious cookies with raspberry filling. They're delightful.
He likes raspberries. He's not into strawberry or a lot of other things, but he really likes raspberry.
Blueberry and elderberry.
Yeah, I think blueberry is probably my favorite of the bunch. I love blueberries.
Related to huckleberries.
I don't know if I've ever had a huckleberry.
Well, there's that huckleberry artificial syrup downstairs.
Yeah, that's not quite the same thing as having the actual
no,
berry,
I know,
though.
but they're like a rare, slightly tartar version of blueberries, I think. Related to blueberries. They're like, you go all over the world, and there are berries that are basically blueberries, but they've got different names. Myrtle berries, for example.
I'd never even heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, Austin bats are amazing to see. That's where I wanted to go to see the bats come out from under the bridge.
I would just like to go to Austin because it sounds cool.
Oh, the bat caves in Texas. Yes, I want to go. It would be magical. Millions, Heather.
Oh,
Millions
wow!
of bats.
I bet they have no problem at all with bugs.
No. See, that's what I love about bats. There was a program on in England, and I'm not sure if it ever got broadcast here in the USA. It was called The Batman of Mexico. And there's this ecologist down in Mexico going around combating old myths and stereotypes and old wives' tales about bats, and getting the farmers on hand with protecting the bats rather than trying to exterminate them. And he's done amazing work. And now, like, all the farmers in Mexico have listened to this guy, and it's helped their crops amazingly. And if you know anything about bats whatsoever, I'm speaking mainly to the people who are not familiar with them. These huge, vast clouds of bats that come out every night, that they're so big they show up on weather radar.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They come out, they fly up into the atmosphere, and they eat so many swarms of bugs that they basically have saved all of North America's agriculture.
That's so cool.
Just by existing. So if you like tacos, if you like food in general, thank bats.
What about tequila?
Oh, tequila, because I forget the species isn't coming to my mind right now because I have to remember a name. It goes instantly out of my mind. Species of bat in Mexico pollinates the agave plant from which we get tequila. So if you like tacos and tequila, if you're a fan of Taco Tuesday, thank bats.
I just like that they eat bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, they can fly, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, I think most insects are frankly pretty cool as long as they stay out of my face, out of my hair.
I splashed a bit because I'm
and like out of my food. If they're out of my food, that's good too.
Oh, yeah. No, love bats. They're pretty adorable too when you think about it. I like how vampires always look like they're smiling.
Vampire bats?
Vampire bats, yeah.
But flying foxes, right? Like,
flying foxes are adorable.
Who doesn't think that flying foxes are cute? They're so cute. They're like sky puppies.
And tent-making bats. Seen those white tent-making
bats?
They're
so cute.
Oh, white tent-making bats, like little cotton balls stuck underneath a leaf in clusters with little yellow noses.
They're so cute.
Fantastic. Oh. Tina says there's a bat cave up at Scott's Flat Lake near Nevada City. Outstanding. Oh, Cheryl loves her charisma in rose blush. That's excellent.
Yay!
That's great to hear, Cheryl. Name, Nigel. What are they called? What? Sorry, I've...
Bat.
No, I don't know. Oh, me too. Raspberry. Yes, raspberry. Good stuff. Raspberry filled. I'm not even going to attempt that. Season here until Lent begins. Pronounced, punchki. If you've never heard of them. Nope, never heard of them. So, but if it's raspberry, I'm probably going to like it.
Yeah, I think I know what those are. They make them in apricot, I think, too. And they're fantastic.
Oh, yes, yes, I have had those.
Fantastic.
I have had those. Oh. We have a restaurant called Huckleberries. It's Cajun themed. They have a stuffed gator on the wall. Oh, poor gator. Oh, kept hearing that phrase when I was in Cleveland. Is a punchki actually different from... Yeah, that's where I heard it because when we went to West Side Market, they were selling those, and we bought a bunch. That's how I'm familiar with it. Yeah. Yes, Liz.
Absolutely.
Ah, fantastic. Oh, the name of the biscuits you are eating. I want some. Oh, they're just where do we get these?
Fresh Market.
They're just Fresh Market raspberry cookies. That's it.
Yeah, I love pillow cookies.
Raspberry pillow cookies. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Yeah, for me, like the ones that I like the most, so whenever I find them, I try to get them are raisin. Because my grandpa, like, and you'll be familiar with where I'm talking about. Like, he used to go to the Bordners on Amherst and Maslin.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
and he would get these raisin pillow cookies, and they were just so old-fashioned but delightful. Like, I know some people just really hate raisins, but
I don't see why.
I love them, especially when they've got that whole spice profile that comes from like English Christmas food. That's pretty right on. I like that stuff.
Well, there was what's the name of that? I keep thinking of. There are these cookies that were made in Ohio. It had a red label on the package. I want to say Arrowsmith, but that's completely wrong.
Arrowroot?
No, not Arrowroot. It's the name of the company that makes it.
McVitie's?
No. In Ohio.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna come to me at 4 a.m, no doubt.
Yeah.
But we had these this Ohioan company that makes old-fashioned style cookies, and they had a red label with like gold.
Oh.
You know the one.
Archway.
Archway.
Yeah.
I know it had an A in it. Archway cookies. And I made these like fold-over cookies with a little window in, so you could see a little gem-like bead of jam in the middle.
I love things that are filled with other things.
Those were bloody amazing. You get strawberry, apple, blueberry, cinnamon, pumpkin spice, all kinds of fantastic flavors.
Like Boston cream donuts, those are evil because they're wonderful.
They're not. They're heavenly. John will agree.
John,
I know.
yeah.
John's listening in.
Yes.
He will say Boston cream forever.
We've had many conversations about Boston cream donuts because Boston cream pie, Boston cream donuts, those are just like the quintessential no
slider
foods for people who've had gastric sleeve. But damn, they're delicious.
Custard. Vanilla custard.
I love custard.
Yes, we've got fans of support for Archway.
Dangerous stuff. I love the Archway oatmeal cookies. Like all their old-fashioned cookies. I just really appreciate them. The windmill cookies they make. All of them are good.
Kelly says, can't believe it's almost Mardi Gras and Ash Wednesday. Wow.
We have king cake flavored coffee.
We have king cake flavored coffee from, was it the Community Coffee Company?
Yeah, which apparently is like out of Louisiana.
Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, speaking of Mardi Gras and Ash Wednesday, I'm not sure if any of you folks watch Tasting History with Max Miller.
He's so good.
Or what's the other one? Townsend's on YouTube, old-fashioned recipes from all over the Townsend's mostly does like colonial era recipes, but Tasting History with Max Miller does historical recipes from all over the world.
He's so thorough. He's so good.
Dating back to the birth of civilization, if he can get it. And someone was doing, someone mentioned pancake. One of them mentioned Pancake Day. And someone in the comments.
Is it like the same as Shrove Tuesday?
I'm getting to that.
Okay, sorry.
And someone said Pancake Day. And I said, yes. Basically, I've never heard of Pancake Day. This is amazing. And I said, well, you see, in Rio de Janeiro and Venice, it's called Carnival. In Louisiana, it's called Mardi Gras. Basically, citywide orgies of decadence, overindulgence, carnal delight, and boozery.
Kind of like our live streams then?
Yeah. Just no fucks given and no consequences. Just complete. Let me finish. Complete and utter wanton debauchery. In England, we have Pancake Day. But no chocolate chips, no blueberries, no maple syrup, just lemon juice and powdered sugar. Because anything else, anything more than that, would be a horrendous overindulgence.
Well, you can't get carried away, man.
No. Pancakes and that's it.
And I'm sorry for disrespecting the rant.
Why do you think I wanted to get out of England?
Yeah.
No, joke.
Because of Pancake Day. I love Pancake Day because pancakes.
Joke.
And actually, it's pretty good with lemon juice on it.
Yes. Oh, seriously, I tried to introduce chocolate chips or blueberries or maple syrup. Ooh, not all three at once, but just one option. during Pancake Day, and my father was like, "That's not traditional."
But lemon with the blueberry would be phenomenal.
You would think that, but no. Oh, and John agrees. Boston cream Uber donuts.
Yes.
Got me some macaroons yesterday. That's nice. And yeah, Kelly agrees. Yum, Boston cream.
Oh yes. Like when you get one and it has that little plastic ring around it where you have to keep it contained in there or else the glue will go everywhere. You know it's going to be a party.
Oh, yeah. I wove gold extensions into my Leighton and ate all my king cake. Excellent.
Oh, yes.
And I see a holographic blonde on that picture, if I'm not mistaken.
Yay.
John says, for the record, I worked at Dunkin' Donuts and my boss gave us free donuts, except he made me pay if I had too many Boston cream. On the Mardi Gras note, beignets.
Yes. Yes.
Beignet.
Yeah, my dad last year, no, not last year, the year prior, came to visit. Or was it last year? I think it was last year. Yeah, he came to visit. And
did?
My dad.
Yeah, that was October last year.
Cool. Because, I mean, ever since the pandemic, these challenging times have seemed like one never-ending year, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, I told my dad, like, if you go to New Orleans again, you should absolutely go to the Cafe Du Monde and get some beignets and hang out there and have that chicory coffee and the whole thing. And
get some po' boys down there.
Yes, I don't think he was very receptive to that, but I tell everyone to go there just once because just the powdered sugar everywhere is worth it. Especially if you're a fan of that smell and you don't mind getting a little messy. It's delightful.
Mm. Yeah. Definitely.
Sorry, I'm listening to music in the other.
No, that's okay. In Germany, the divorce court shut down during Carnival season. Outstanding. And Liz said, I attended 3 carnivals when I lived in Brazil. Complete craziness.
That's so cool. I bet you have some very, very cool stories, Liz.
Oh, like I don't?
Like, I didn't even know he had a whole, like, agenda and a mission statement that he wanted to deliver on top of an entire speech. But
how long have we known each other and you know I go into mission mode?
I did not know that you had such a passion for Pancake Day.
It's not that I have such a passion for Pancake Day. It's that everywhere else in the world is a complete and utter debauchery, and we have Pancake Day.
But pancakes are good.
I know pancakes are good, but so are citywide orgies of drunken debauchery.
You know, some people feel like a nut and some people don't.
Now I want an almond joy and a mouse. Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, God.
What we got here? Let's see. Gina says, I'm from New England. Everything is better with maple syrup.
Yes.
I would say that maple syrup is one of the finest products ever to come out of tree agriculture. But having said that, there are a few things that I don't think go with it, like bacon. I know
that's so controversial.
I know
man.
It's a controversial statement, but to me, bacon does not need maple on it.
You gotta think about this. You gotta be careful because bacon's close to sausage, and the sausage pancake and pancake that is infused with syrup concept is the whole thing behind the McGriddle. So
yeah, but the thing about that is, Heather, that is an entirely North American thing.
Yeah, no, it's a specifically American thing because it's not mapley enough. Canadians would protest.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they would be outraged by the lack of actual maple in a McGriddle.
I mean, to an Englishman, a breakfast is like 12 types of meats, three or four different types of grilled vegetable product, but no maple syrup or cakey things whatsoever. The closest thing we get to a cakey thing is toast with breakfast. And so that's like completely alien to me. You either have the pancakes or you have the full breakfast with everything.
You are still going on a rant about it.
About breakfast, yes. That's also the German version of pancakes. Well, that's where Anglo-Saxons come from. So.
It's nice because the sugar is coarse and crunchy, and the lemon is very, I keep wanting to say sprightly because of the soft drink, but
Yeah.
that's the booze talking. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's got that little bit of a pow because of the citrus.
Yeah, the little kick.
It's a nice experience.
No, I'm not saying it isn't, but what I'm saying is you should not be persecuted for liking other methods of having your pancakes. I'm sure there's a parable in there somewhere.
I'm sure that there is a blog post that someone will put all over Twitter about that. I've had to like start following Twitter as like part of my my job, and like, gosh, Twitter is
insane.
Twitter is kind of a dark place. Oi.
My chef and friend from when I was in the Navy were stationed in NOLA. My wife, my chef, made excellent red beans and rice. Oh, chief. Sorry, I misread that.
Chief.
Red beans and rice.
That sounds very good.
Vicky says, I love Café du Monde. Sounds fantastic.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Oh, my friend is Cuban, makes the best red beans and rice. Bettina, yum. Sounds good. Oh, and love red beans and rice.
Right.
I have slides. We must see those slides at some point, Liz.
I actually really like Zatarain's red beans and rice for like a cheap red beans and rice mix.
Oh, Zatarain, yeah.
So good.
I've got to make my Cajun gunpowder sometime.
Is that going to make the whole house stink, though?
No, it's not, because you don't cook anything. You just mix the spices.
Okay. Because my allergies are really bad.
No. It's not going to smell of anything, really, unless you put your nose directly in the bowl. Many years ago, we've probably discussed this before, but if you're old enough to remember the 1980s and the big Cajun cuisine boom of the mid-80s, as I do, that was my first introduction to it, and lifelong fan since then. Finding really good Cajun spice wherever you go is kind of hard, especially if you're in England, because it's not there.
They think hollandaise sauce goes on a chalupa. Yes.
Anyway, back in the 80s, I came up with a recipe for my own Cajun spice that I called Cajun Gunpowder.
It's good.
John will probably vouch for it at some point in the comments. But yeah, I mix it myself. It takes a huge bowl and about 20 bottles of different spices and herbs and so forth. And it's enough that I sometimes give it away for presents to friends or so forth. But yeah, now I really want to make some more Cajun gunpowder because I think we're out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you have a hard time getting sassafras, though?
Yeah, but you can get it off Amazon.
Amazon!
Yeah. Get you some of that gumbo filet. I want an almond joy with more almonds. That sounds like an amazing idea.
I think that anything related to either Mounds or Almond Joy sounds like a good idea. Like, for me, both sound really good.
Yeah. Liz says, I love maple anything, but strangely Brazilians hate it.
They hate maple.
Is it too sweet for them, do you think?
Well, there is kind of like a very like tree taste to it sometimes, particularly if it's like really, really high grade.
Sappy.
Yeah, it does. It tastes like it came from a tree. It's got that botanical bite to it. I like that a lot. And that's part of the reason why when I was a kid, I used to really love maple candy, like the stuff that was shaped like maple leaves.
We used to get
so good.
We used to get these Canadian maple cream cookies in back in my hometown, and I can't remember which shop we got them from, but they were imported and they were maple shaped cookies with maple cream in them. Bloody amazing. They also did blueberry flavored ones. They're absolutely bloody amazing Canadian cookies, and they stopped carrying them after like a summer, and I was devastated.
Speaking of which, I actually can't eat a lot of most of the things we talk about here because I'm still managing my diet.
Yeah.
And that's something I want to touch on because we've been talking about a lot of junk food. You probably saw that I'm like drinking, and I had a strawberry with chocolate on it.
Like, there's more back there if you want them.
No. I want to be careful with how much I have of this stuff. And so even though I'm a little tipsy, I'm kind of taking my time. And as Nigel mentioned with the drink recipe, it's heavily diluted because of my sleeve and because I'm such a lightweight. But I wanted to make sure that you know that like most of the, like it's rare for people who have had this kind of surgery to maintain that weight loss. And I've had a little bit of a rebound, but I'm actually it's only been about 20 pounds since 2017. And I actually think that that's because I started to incorporate more like fiber in my diet and stuff like that, which comes with carbohydrates attached. But for the most part, I've maintained 100-pound weight loss.
Which is spectacular.
Thank you. I'm like really, really proud of that. I did it for health reasons. I mean, I don't think that, you know, big equals ugly. I think that people can be beautiful literally at any size. And I feel like I was that way when I was closer to 300 pounds. I mean, I think that, you know, it's a matter of how you carry yourself, you know, but my health was in jeopardy. So I was like, whatever, I don't want to be diabetic. Let's fix this. But that's why he ate most of the cookies, and I need all my drinks to be heavily watered down. So I just want to make sure that you know that, like, even if you're on a diet or you are trying to be mindful about what you're doing, there are ways to still kind of like have a little bit of a treat and still make that work. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. You just have to be really mindful about it. Like, don't let it be an everyday thing. You know, don't have dessert after every meal unless literally you're cool with having sugar-free desserts. But like, there are ways that you can do this in moderation. So I eat pretty carefully throughout most of the week. We get, you know, that we do like Factor 75, which is like a delivery service.
Well, we only do this mostly on the weekends for the live stream because it's a party.
And the thing is, you can still do that and still have fun and still be mindful about what you're doing, right? Like, I think that is something that I want to make sure that I still talk about, like, particularly when we have live streams that are really full of like eating all of the donuts and stuff like that. But like,
we need to do another one of those.
What?
That's the booze talking.
Do another what? Do another like eating all the donuts? I don't know if we've ever done that live stream.
Well,
all right. That's the thing. That's
my
the
idea. Eat all the donuts.
This is why women live longer, honey, because I'm here like Captain Moderation, and you're like, let's eat everything.
Yes.
This is why married men live longer.
No, it just seems long.
Oh, shut up!
Sorry, it's one of the oldest straight lines ever. I had to jump on it. You know, Heather, you know I adore you beyond words, measure, reason, burger, and Thunderdome. But the fact of the matter is, you deliver us a classic straight line like that. I have to jump on it. That's all there is to it.
Oh, we have fun.
Yeah.
Oh God. So that was our Lovey-Dovey stuff apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting lightheaded. Oh God.
That's good booze.
Oh man.
I must confess, I like the McGriddle. Hangs my head.
I think that's like perfect, like hungover or like stoner food. I think it was invented for kids who were in college. So when I think about that, I think of like college days. Really?
I've never had a McGriddle.
They are okay. So for people who like high quality food, they're an abomination. But for people who like junk food, it's a delight.
Heather, I am Nigel Lactus, devourer of worlds.
You would like it. You would like it.
Well, it depends. I mean, there's not. There are some things I really don't like sweet, like really, really sweetened meat.
You would not like this then, because
Okay.
it's literally like pancakes infused with syrup.
Okay.
Those are
good
the
so
bun, okay? And in between, they can make one that isn't like meat heavy. So I've had them before where they're just like the McMuffin egg with cheese on top. That's delightful. But it's still like, it's like putting cheese on your apple pie. It's that kind of flavor profile, you know? So if you don't like the sweet plus the savory plus the salty, you're not going to like the McGriddle at all.
Well, again, it depends on the combination, because I mean, you know.
Do you like American cheese?
Depends. Depends on the situation. I mean, like, you know, whenever I talk about having say, for example, banana ketchup on a roast beef sandwich. And people say, ew, bananas and beef. Ooh, who the hell eats fruit with meat? Okay, turkeys and cranberry, pork chops and applesauce.
No,
Yeah.
that sounds like the
Lamb-
band. The band name is Bananas and Beef, and then the album title is
Who the hell eats meat and fruit?
Meat and Fruit.
Yeah.
Eat meat and fruit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get people,
It's
know,
a call to action.
yeah. But you get these people who say, "Oh, I don't like that," but I mean, turkeys and cranberry sauce, pork chops and applesauce. It's an old pairing. It's just stuff you've never paired before. But yeah, so it's not like I don't like sweet and savory and salty together. It all depends on what's being mixed,
Do you like the idea of having your breakfast sausage covered in syrup?
Not particularly.
You would not like this.
Okay.
That's the main feature of this.
But Kelly doesn't agree. She loves bacon alone, but syrup on bacon is yummy. Well, Kelly, all the more for you. You can have my share.
I like it too in moderation. I think that like Bob Evans because I'm originally from Ohio, and every time I visit, I go to a Bob Evans.
Oh yeah.
They do like sugar crusted bacon. It's too much.
Yeah.
But just bacon getting accidentally covered with a little bit of syrup.
Well, that's the thing. Just before Heather had her gastric sleeve surgery, she wanted to do a really big blowout at Bob Evans where we bought everything. And she got this candy coated bacon, and no, it was just
it's too much. It's too much. The concept's cool, but it was too much.
It sounds good in theory, but the execution left something to be desired.
Turns out I like bacon.
Yeah, but blackened catfish in the 80s, yes.
There is a place near us called the Plantation Buffet that does all-you-can-eat blackened catfish on Fridays.
We gotta go there some Friday.
Oh, the thing I hate about it though is I hate that every time I go there, I come back smelling of fryer grease. I mean, it doesn't matter if I eat the fried fish or not. It's just it permeates the air, and I end up smelling like that. I'm so sensitive to smell because I'm mildly autistic, and so. It's just something where if something smells bad, I just kind of obsess over it.
I get you. I like that when Mum used to make curry after Thanksgiving.
Curry smell probably wouldn't bother me too much unless it was
not the way Mum used to make it.
Mm.
And I love my mother, and for the most part, I love her cooking. But she was using an English recipe for curry, and as you know, these are the same people who put hollandaise on a puff pastry chalupa.
Yeah.
So not entirely authentic, you could say, so it didn't smell that good, but anyway. But Faye says king cake is the best coffee cake ever. Fight me? No, we agree.
Yeah. We're not gonna have the full Steven Crowder moment. We will not debate you on this. There's no debate to be had. It's delightful.
Avocado ranch sauce. I didn't like avocado until Heather introduced me to it. Didn't like mango until Heather introduced me to it.
You've been having bad versions of these things.
Because up until then, I'd had underripe, nasty versions of avocado and mango, and then Heather found some good stuff, and I was like, oh, this is what it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Oh, get your spices at Penzies. They have everything and are supporting Ukraine refugees.
Yes. Thank you for the plug.
I'm going to type that in here.
Yeah.
Penzies. Spices. Thank you. Right. Duly noted. Oops. Okay. What else we got? John says, can confirm his gunpowder is a solid performer with obvious upper management potential.
That boy's got moxie.
Also, now I gotta go buy donuts. Thanks, y'all.
See, we're not trying to be bad influences. We just are.
They like juice made from the fruit of cashew trees, and to me that tastes like gasoline. Go figure.
Does it?
Aren't those poisonous? Seriously, aren't like cashews poisonous? I read somewhere that cashew nuts are actually poisonous until you boil them, and then they give off a cloud of toxic gas which could render you blind if you're not careful. Though I do like Spanish almonds. Almonds are delicious.
Are those the ones that are blanched and are kind of like almost like footballs, but like delightful skin-free footballs. Those are really good.
Lovely. Susan says, Heather, you look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Barbara says, kudos, Heather, you're on top of it. I had a lap band in 2005 and failed with it. Totally textbook failure.
The lap band, what I've heard about that is that most bariatric surgeons won't even do that surgery anymore because it's so ineffective. So definitely do not beat yourself up about that because I've heard so many horror stories. And in fact, the doctor that did my surgery, Dr. Alvarez, he essentially, and he's from endobariatric.com, by the way. Didn't pay me to say that, but he did a bang up job. So essentially, his bread and butter is doing like lap band revisions because apparently that surgery is really dangerous. It like corrodes inside of you and can create problems with your stomach and holy crap. So I would not feel too responsible for that. I would say that that's probably like part of that particular issue with the lap band. But yeah, it's really common for people who go to go from the band to a vertical gastric sleeve.
Yeah. Tina says senorita bread is good too.
Now, what is this?
Well, I just looked it up, which is why my eyes went like that.
Can you please share your screen? Do you remember how?
Well,
I can walk you through it again.
I'm going to read this. Senorita bread is because it's just little loaves of bread.
Show people. They might want to see.
Senorita bread is often called Spanish bread in the Philippines. They are small oblong rolls made of enriched bread dough slathered with butter, sugar, and breadcrumbs. The dough is rolled up, sprinkled with more sugar, breadcrumbs, and baked. The finished bread has a base of buttery caramel that is hard to forget. Hell yes.
So go here.
Share.
And then share screen. And then Chrome tab. And then find the bread thing.
There we go.
There you go, honey.
Senorita bread. They don't look like much, but they sound bloody good.
Oh, God. Bread is so dangerous. In most of our diet, we do not eat bread.
Oh, hell, look at that.
The closest thing are like Wassa crisps.
Oh.
That's why cookies are such a treat, because we generally don't eat that. Honey, are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Hang on. Calm. All right. You're awesome, Heather, and good on you for taking care of your health.
Thank you.
I eat clean 80% of the time. Life is too short to miss yummies once a week.
That's right. That's right.
You need to break up the monotony every so often.
That's right.
A little treat now and
That's absolutely right. I mean, that's why I'm not going to sweat it over a 20-pound rebound. I'm still keeping 100 pounds off.
Yeah.
And for as long as I've done it, that's statistically not something most people pull off. So I'm okay with it, right? Like I still get to have my life and be a size large instead of plus size too. It's pretty cool.
Moderation is what I do to the YouTube comments, Tina.
We have different philosophies about this stuff, if you haven't noticed.
Like the burgers with donuts for bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that word, like sybarite or something like that?
Sybaritic.
Sybaritic. I was so close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a sybarite is someone who overindulges in absolute bliss and ecstasy all the time.
Now, what's the difference between that and a libertine?
Libertine is more sort of like sexual liberty sort of thing.
Got it.
And sybarite is just absolutely everything. Food, drinks, sex, hot tubs.
So sybarites are like the real lushes of the nerdy word clan.
No, not even lushes. They just absolutely overindulge in everything to utter bliss point.
See, I'm not that way. I know I am not that way.
Americans eat a lot of fruit and meat combos. Yeah, but you try and mention something that they've not tried before, and it's ill.
The thing is, we're easily influenced based on who's saying it. So if it's somebody that's like really famous, more people might try it. That's just our culture, man.
Probably too late by now, but Kim says, bye, Heather and Nigel. Bye, Kim. Have a good time. Let's see. Chocolate-covered bacon. Right. Now, that is another matter, because there's a South... If I'm sure if Henrietta was still here, she would vouch for the existence of the South Devon Chili Farm. And there was a farm shop down at Ockham Farm. Remember we used to go to
yeah,
Ockham
yeah.
Farm? Ockham Farm had a farm shop which then closed down shortly before I left for the US back in 2018. They used to sell South Devon Chili Farm chocolate, and there'd be all kinds of flavors in varying heats. And I once picked up the dark chocolate chili honeycomb.
That sounds good.
Honeycomb dark chili chocolate. And I kept hearing about chocolate covered bacon on the internets because, you know, food bastard. And I thought, well, hang on, I can order bacon sandwiches at work. So I took a bar of this honeycomb dark chili chocolate with me to work and ordered a bacon sandwich. Got a bacon sandwich, and we're talking best back bacon, not the little thin, leathery, fatty, crunchy strips, like big, chunky, meaty strips of bacon, and put a square of this honeycomb chili dark chocolate in the corner and took a bite. It was amazing. It wasn't just the flavors, it wasn't just the smell, it was the sensations. It was silky and dark and smoky and ever so seductive.
This sounds like a Harlequin romance, honey.
Man, me on the cover with a bacon sandwich, staring at
with your hair flowing in the breeze. Yes. Hold your bacon.
Quick, somebody say something healthy. Quinoa!
Kale! Power walking.
Never kale, Heather. Never, ever
Kale is a garnish. It is not food. I do like quinoa, though. I like that stuff a lot. And frankly, I avoid lettuce. I do because it expands upon digestion. It hurts. Yeah.
Liz says, cashews, the nuts are fine. It's the fruit of the cashew tree that tastes vile.
I don't even want to know. I've heard that it's kind of dangerous to eat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, because there's something like there's a toxic compound in cashew fruit or nut or something that is very poisonous unless you boil it or something. I heard. I can't remember.
And hopefully people, when I'm turning my head and stuff, can notice that this color is not that crazy. Like, it's totally kind of work appropriate. Definitely like Zoom conference appropriate. No one will notice that the highlights in here are pink. It's pretty subtle.
Oh, Tina says, I'm considering VSG, fellow PCOS sister.
Yeah, it did wonders, but really the thing that works the best is, honestly, in spite of what you see here and what you hear us talking about, sticking to the diet is the most important part.
Yeah.
I still have the timer next to the chair I sit in most of the day, and I time when I eat and when I drink. And most days I intermittent fast, Monday through Friday. I don't even start eating solid food until 6:00 p.m. So
no, seriously, I will attest to the fact that Heather was still on pretty much entirely liquid diets until, for like a year and a half afterwards, practically.
Yeah, it was when I got to my goal weight is when I started incorporating more solid food into it. So I was very, very strict about it, but that's how I've been able to maintain it. And the other thing is that, and I think this is equally important, I didn't try to push it. Like, once my body plateaued, I didn't try to continue to lose more weight. I was like, look, my body is comfortable here. I'm non-diabetic. Like, I don't have to take metformin every day, because I was on 2,000 milligrams a day of metformin extended release, which was hell on my liver. And like, I got to stop taking that. So I was like, you know what? I'm good. My body is healthy, right? Like, this is good. So
once all the weight came off, then your hormones balanced out.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm cool, because I was doing this for health reasons. It didn't matter to me that it didn't keep coming off. And my health has remained the same way, even though my like I said, over the past 4 years or 5 years at this point, I've had a 20-pound rebound. I'm okay with it, because part of that is muscle. I've been going to workout sessions like multiple days throughout the week. I'm doing a lot of lunges and squats. My booty looks great, at least compared to what it was. It used to be like pancake flat when I first started losing weight after the sleeve. So if I had any advice for anybody who does have the sleeve, it would be literally do the workouts. It's very tempting, because the workouts won't make you lose weight. In fact, they're dangerous in a way because they make you more hungry. And so you'll want to eat more. But honestly, sticking to a high protein diet and working out is a great way to get your booty in shape. It's a great way to get your strength to be maintained even after weight loss. So
well, heck, following the diet has helped me lose a lot of weight too. I'm down to the mid 230s now. From I was at 280 pounds or 20 stone for like the best part of 2 decades, like a decade and a half. And before that, I was even heavier before I got my job at the casino, and that forced me to burn off some calories. But I've been 240 or under for the past 3 years now. And
he's 6'1". You look great, honey. You look great. Because to me, thinner doesn't always mean healthier, and it doesn't always mean better.
Well, once you get to middle age, you need a little bit of extra padding on you to be healthy.
Yeah.
And when you get past like about 50 or 60, then if you're really like 0% body fat, you're unhealthy. But if you've got a little padding on you, it's better for you.
Yeah, and I lived a very healthy life even when I was almost 300 pounds. It was just I couldn't maintain it indefinitely. My body started to freak out after a while, and so it went to a point where like I couldn't have done what I did today, where I had a chocolate covered strawberry and I had these like they're diet drinks, but they've got alcohol in them.
Want another one?
No, I'm good for now. But I wouldn't have been able to do that and feel okay afterwards, because it's like my liver was just like, no, I'm done. I'm done with you. You eat too much sugar. Blah. Like it would overreact to any time I would try to indulge. Now I actually get to enjoy that stuff because I'm being moderate about it.
Yeah.
And because I got healthy first and prioritized that, and then eventually was like, okay, well, I'm going to have a little bit of this once in a while. But, the thing is, like, that can become a slippery slope really quickly, which is why you have to be mindful of how often you're indulging and to what extent you're going to be comfortable with that. My weight has been stable around, between 170 and 180 for like literally about the last 4 years, maybe 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it, right? Like, as long as it stays in that range, like whatever, who cares? I'm gonna have a bit of chocolate once in a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Rebecca says, hi everyone.
Hi, Rebecca.
And Tina says, you're very inspiring to me, Heather.
Thank you.
Well, same on my account. Yeah, I tell her that too.
Thank you.
Let's see. Vicky says, that's a beautiful wig on you, Heather. Looks so natural. Love your makeup too.
Thank you.
Liz says that wig is mesmerizingly beautiful and the color is divine.
Thank you. I wanted to showcase how natural looking it could actually be, in spite of the fact that it literally has pink highlights in it. Is there anything else you want to talk about, honey?
Well, a couple more comments I like to cover. Tina says, that's so screwed up. All these drugs we take have so many side effects. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, metformin. Anytime. That's part of the reason why I couldn't indulge back then, because even a little bit of alcohol when you're on metformin makes you sick.
Yeah.
Like really sick.
Jamie says sleeve surgery was the best thing I ever did. And
I'm proud of you, because it's a hard step to take.
Yeah.
And so many people, when you tell them you've had the surgery, they think you took the easy way out. They don't understand that, like, it's a tool that you're using to maintain the way of life that you need to keep the weight off.
Yeah, that is a percentage of your organs.
It's gone, right? and unlike a gastric sleeve, there's no malabsorption. You're going to gain weight if you eat the wrong thing. So it's literally just a tool. It doesn't do all the work for you. So good for you.
Well, Rebecca says, I'm 3.5 months out from VSG. The first 2 months were tough. When I hit the 2-month point, I could eat normal consistency food again, and I feel good.
Yes.
Well, that's excellent, Rebecca, and well done.
Yes.
It took Heather a little bit longer before she could feel comfortable with solid food again. But it's
and part of that,
it's working for
and
her.
I talked to Cheryl over at Pinky Promise about this, because she's also had a gastric sleeve, and she also had it done at Mexico, but via a different clinic. And like, literally they use a smaller size bougie, which is the size of the catheter they use to form your stomach around before they staple it. I know that's probably like gross, sorry. But like, in my clinic and the one that Cheryl went to, they use a 32 French bougie, which is quite a bit smaller than they use in the States. So
that sounds like a Parisian housewife.
Yeah.
French bougie.
Yeah, but our recovery takes a little bit longer, and it takes longer for our stomachs to relax because the catheter they use to shape the stomach around it is so much smaller. So that's really typical, and I can kind of tell you had the surgery done in the States because you recovered faster. The results are basically the same either way. There's not much of a benefit to using a smaller size bougie statistically. So you're actually doing pretty well, all things considered, for sure.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got. Gina says lifelong thyroid issues here. Worked with a nutritionist for the last 4 years and a weight loss support group. Ultimately did a gastric bypass, but relearning how to eat ultimately led to my success.
It's behavioral. It's hard because in this culture we're not.
Not easy.
We're not really taught on how to eat properly, and the things that we're told to do to eat properly are so off base. Like everyone thinks you got to eat salads to lose weight. Like I said earlier, I can't eat a lot of raw leafy vegetables because they expand in your stomach. Right? Same thing with like carbonated beverages and stuff. It expands in your stomach. The goal is to not expand out your stomach. That's why you shouldn't drink carbonated beverages. I didn't learn that till right before I had surgery. And they should be telling this to everyone for sure. It's not fair that normal people don't understand what works and what doesn't work because there's so much like malarkey out there about it.
Should we share the coupon code?
Sure. And then let's end this one because we need to eat dinner at some point.
Yeah, we do. So there's a coupon code YTKitty30 for 30% off.
Yes, and check out our affiliates. They're, as I showed earlier, they're on the main page for CysterWigs After Dark, so you can actually see them underneath my channels. I have 3 of them, and then they're on like a little carousel below it. So check them out, right? Like you might be turned on to a new creator. You can help them get better over time because I'm sure they would love the feedback. And they also have links that you can use. And when you use one of their links, even if you use one of my codes that I'm running from the store directly, they still get credit for that. So I want to make sure they get that.
And just to be absolutely sure, the coupon code is for
hairkittykitty.com specifically.
hairkittykitty.com specifically. Because
that's like the catalog store we're building out for all the stuff that we're making that's specific to the CysterWigs universe. So like that's going to be the CysterWigs limited collection and Wigs Forever. Yeah. Anything else, honey?
Faye Ray says you're all rock stars.
Well, thank you, and so are you. You're part of that too.
Okay, so there you go. Coupon code YTKitty30 for 30% off. And if you aren't signed up for our newsletter, simply go to CysterWigs.com and go to the bottom of the page and sign up.
Yes, that's where we notify people of new stuff when it drops. Eventually, Hair Kitty Kitty is going to have a separate newsletter, but we're still trying to build that up. So if you haven't signed up for that newsletter, please do.
Night, John.
Night, John. And it was recommended that we look into a single sign-on app, but at this point, we're going to kind of wait on that because it's going to be expensive, and we kind of want to see what we want to do. Yeah. But just want to let you know about the little update on that. So until then, I think that's about it for me.
That's about it for me.
All right. Well,
that's it for me, and that's it from her.
Yes. Well, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yes, indeed.
It's been delightful.
Yes, it actually has.
Yes. Anything else you want to say, honey?
Well, I'm slightly tipsy.
How many of those have you had?
I lost count.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, I haven't filled it all the way to the top each time. You know, I've been like half. You know, I start off with a full one, and then, you know, I had like a half, and then, you know, just as I needed to quench my thirst.
Oh, sure, of course.
So I don't know, about 2.5 of these, maybe.
We gotta get some food in you, I think.
Yeah.
Food that is not cookies. I mean, I know you like cookies, but we need to get like food that has nutrient value in you.
Cookies are nutrients. They have vitamin C. It's for cookie. That's good enough for me.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
I watch Sesame Street.
All right.
Okay. Well, we better call it a night.
Oh, wait. We gotta do a thing.
We gotta do a thing.
We gotta do a thing. Hold on. I'm gonna go to
the Patreon roll.
Yes. You hang out. I gotta show people my office real quick.
Okay. Hang on a minute. And turn that off. Right. Okay. Heather is going to show us her new office setup, which was partially paid for in due to kind donations from the Patreon crew. So, yeah. And yes, Liz, definitely. Definitely. So, yeah, Heather will be here shortly. She's going to show the new computer systems and the new lights and everything. That, how you doing out there, my sweet?
Sorry, I had to get it set up.
Put your microphone on.
Oh, it is on. Do you not hear me?
Can't hear you.
Oh, no.
It wouldn't be a CysterWigs broadcast without technical difficulties.
Can you hear me now? No? Can you not
Exactly.
hear me? Oh,
Got your microphone set up?
hold on. Ah.
I take it that's a no. Oh, Kelly says they can hear you.
Good. Okay, cool. I
I
wanted to
forgot.
show you guys. I'm going to take over the... There we go. I wanted to show you guys what I got. So I actually got a selfie light that's a little bit softer and works better, though I haven't adjusted it for this shot. But yeah, I also got some supplementary lights that I'm going to play around with. So I bought some of these Lume Cube lights that I'm going to put around here so that way it gets rid of some of the shadows so the lighting doesn't look quite so harsh. So that's a work in progress. And I also wanted to show you what I got here. This is a refurb. Actually, both of these are used because I'm not too proud to buy used stuff. Like, I think that that's really a sustainable way of buying stuff in a lot of cases. So here we've got a 2020 iMac that I bought. It's, I think, a 27-inch. And then I also bought an external monitor on eBay. Hey, that's actually a really nice 4K monitor that was made to go. It's like an LG monitor that was made in collaboration with Apple. So the integration was seamless. And that monitor, by the way, is sold out. That's why I had to buy it used because there was no option to buy it new. And that's what I've got to start editing more videos on. I've also got this one that I use just for like writing emails and stuff. This is like the older editing one, and then I gave the even older editing one to Nigel, which is what he's broadcasting from right now. Because it's not good for video editing anymore because it doesn't have good enough processing power and the coolant's kind of worn off. Like there's still life in it yet, and we can still get some use out of it. So that's why I gave it to Nigel. And as far as I can tell, it's worked really well on this particular live stream. But yeah, I'm super happy about having a dual monitor configuration. I've needed that for a really long time. It's going to take about another month and a half for me to finish paying it off at this rate, but whatever. I'm just glad I've got it so I can start working on it. So before we end tonight, and I will put this in a comment on the replay when it launches, what should I make a video about next? I mean, I can make a video about Beckett. I can make a video about Ambrose 18-inch. I can make a video about Ambrose 10-inch. Literally anything that's on the hairkittykitty.com website that is available for sale but doesn't have a video, name it in the comments, and whatever gets voted for the most, I will make that the next thing that we make the long form videos about and showcase it to you. So make sure you comment on that on the replay. Again, I will like make a comment there and pin it, but make sure that you actually like let us know. So Nigel, honey, I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the stream and come join you again for the ending. Okay. All right.
Hi. For some reason, I couldn't hear Heather on my computer here, so I had to get my earbuds from the other computer over and to listen to her, and then I forgot to unmute my own microphone. So, yeah, it wouldn't be a CysterWigs broadcast without some technical difficulties. And here's Heather back. Hooray!
All right, well, let's wrap this up, shall we?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I like you.
And I'm fond of you too. Lovey-Dovey stuff.
He's cute.
All righty. Have you got the Patreon rolling?
Oh, crud. I knew I was forgetting something.
Good thing I remembered.
I'm glad you did. All right. I was like so good there for a moment.
We'll be back very shortly. What are the black-white squares, the elongated diamond black shapes on white? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Elongated black-white squares. Elongated black-white squares. Not quite sure what you mean by that there, Cheryl. Yeah. You guys should screenshot the side hug and frame it. We've done something similar to that from some pictures that we've taken.
Did it show up? Can you hear me? All right, cool. I can actually see that.
There you go. Hang on 1 second. Banner.
Yeah, can you remove the... There we go. Woohoo!
Oh, in Heather's office. Right. I see. Yeah, the black and white squares with elongated diamond shapes, those are
sound panels.
Sound panels to absorb echoes.
Yeah, these are sound panels, and then those other things are like cubby holes.
Yeah.
And frankly, you know what's sad? I got those sound panels made by an Etsy guy from the Ukraine, so they were shipped from the Ukraine. How thematic is that, right? But yeah, custom made by a guy from the Ukraine. And then we have our wall of gold blooms because he's secretly behind me the whole day while I work, cheering me on because he's gold bloom. He's just that magical. And then like over here above, I don't know if you can see that, but I have a bit of an MC Escher painting that I had printed on canvas that's sticking up there. Because, I mean, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really like skull stuff. Particularly like sugar skulls. I think they're really cool and colorful and eye-catching. But yeah, let me go back to the Patreon thing. Woot!
There we go.
I just wanted to show you guys my office. So go ahead and talk, honey.
Oh, okay. Right. Sorry.
It's all right.
He says Tina.
Yeah?
I think I've missed something. Because, Jeff is magical indeed.
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum. Oh, you were talking about Jeff Goldblum. Okay.
Yeah.
Life finds a way. And there it is. I do like Jeff Goldblum.
He's magical. He makes the workday go by so much more easily because is he creepy? Is he charismatic? Is he hot? Is he funny? Yes. Yes. And by the way, honey, I applaud you.
I bought Heather the Ian Malcolm action figure for her birthday once.
He did. He absolutely did. So yeah, thank you for joining us. It's been lovely to hang out with you this evening and to just kind of have fun, playing with hair, talking about our Valentine's Day where we basically just didn't do much of anything except like watch movies. We essentially Netflixed and chilled most of the time, both like you know, euphemistically,
as opposed to chill.
Well, both, of course. And then we also just kind of like hung out and kitted out my office with snazzy lighting that's teal and thematic because sister for life, you know. But yeah, I think we had a good time just kind of hanging out and like cuddling and stuff, which is what we did the majority of the time, honestly.
And then the next week we went out for brunch.
Yeah, we did.
To make up for the fact that we didn't go out much for the actual Valentine's weekend, and it was bloody amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Grouper.
All right. So is there anything else you want to mention, honey?
No, I think that about covers it, my sweet.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, everybody, and have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.